Hey, what's up guys? It's Anthony Thompson here, author of Live More, Achieve More, Become More, and Performance and Life Coach at anthonythompsoncoaching.com. And I want to address a question that I've got here from, my boy Lachlan, and I've had this question a couple of times from a few different people in the last couple of weeks, and I want to address it, and it's around, a career path, and getting the career path that you specifically want with the money that you're earning specifically to what you want. And just in a place where you feel totally valued, in harmony with your greatest desires, okay? And the reason that I bring this up is, I caught up with Lachlan. We brought up a couple of things, and he told me that he was, getting a certificate, like an educational certificate, in a study course. And he's really into entrepreneurship. I said, I thought you were really into entrepreneurship. He says, it's the same sort of thing. I said, building a business or using your certificate to get a job. He says, kind of, this is like education, it's knowledge, and it will help me get further and better. So obviously quite vague, they're not too specific about why he's studying, and just alone, I'm a firm believer in education, but not until somebody is very specific about what they want to study and why they want to study it. So many people come out of university with a piece of paper and not understanding why. So I said, I feel you, man, totally. I support you in getting an education, but I will say if your goal is to earn a significant amount of money, which I thought his was, and meet very successful people, which I thought his was, and create opportunities for your life, then you're focusing on the wrong stuff. He says, yes, that is my goal. What stuff should I be focusing on then? Huh? So, fair enough question. Now, for those of you that don't know my story, you'll know that, I dropped out of university after 8 weeks at age 19, left to go to Australia, started meeting young guys in business, started learning all about personal development, how to grow myself and meet better people for my life, and that's led me to finding my total purpose in life, which is helping people find fulfillment and success. And, so I understand this topic a lot, and I understand where people are coming from, because my background was, for me to find what I believe was going to be a suitable job, I needed an education. Now, the only reason I don't believe that so much now, and finding out what's more important, is because of the life that I'm living. I think I shared in the last video that on the weekend, I spent basically Saturday morning with two, multi-millionaire couples that have built businesses. They didn't go to university. They're on the board of a lot of businesses, advisors for a lot of businesses and stuff here in my country, New Zealand. And, had a lot of conversation back and forth, and basically, that had led alone to potential opportunities, and even in the last 6 months, I've had a lot of opportunities. No education, and I'm only 20 years old. So what's the difference there, okay? What I know is that, if you're looking to get employed into a great company, they're looking for, three things, right? And this has changed over time. First one is your education, what qualifications do you have? Two is your experience, what have you done in your life that's going to help you with this job? If you're looking at jobs, they know, minimum 5 years required, or minimum 2 years in sales, whatever. And then third is who you are, your attitude, okay? Now, if we look back 20 years ago to, my parents' generation, an employer, number one, they looked at an education. Getting a certificate or getting a bachelor's degree set you apart majorly from most people. Number two was your experience, what you've done in the past. And then third was, who are you? What are you all about? What's the value of you, basically? Or your attitude. And, over time that's totally flipped, because everybody has an education now. You can look at, just the stats alone in like the USA, college graduates, number of unemployed or underemployed people coming out of college in USA is just insane. It's something over 50% now. It's just ridiculous. The student loan is growing. So an education doesn't set you apart. Now, the people that I know that are young, that have built, jobs when they're young, of 6 figures, doing what they love, getting truly valued in their work, none of them will tell me that they got there from, getting a degree. They'll tell me, one, it's from having a specific skill set. Number two is who they were, and three, who they met. Alright, say that again. A specific skill set. Two is who they were, like their level, their attitude, their go-getter attitude. And three, the people that they know. Okay, now I'm going to focus on these things only, because these are the 3 things I believe we should all focus on. Number one is a specific skill set. Okay? Now, a company is looking for one thing when they employ you, is what is the value that you're bringing to my company? That's the question that you need to be addressing. When they're saying, oh, you need minimum 5 year experience, minimum 2 years experience, they're saying that because it proves that you have a level of expertise or, value. So a specific skill set is, what can you do? If you're, into, you get a degree, a bachelor's degree, everybody has a bachelor's degree. So what is your specific skill set that you can bring to a company? You really need to identify that. I've been helping a younger guy get a videography, graphic design job for a massive broadcasting company in Australia, and I said, man, what are your skill sets there? He said, oh, I'm awesome at video, I'm awesome at audio. I said, okay, point that out, show your unique value to the company in your CV, create a video even promoting the company that you're sending a CV to. So he's creating that right now. Unique value, okay? What is your specific skill set that the company can look at you and say, yep, we need that skill set, that's going to help us grow, okay? Number 2, and for me, in my life, I personally, I don't know if I can say 2 or 3 is bigger, but who are you? What's your attitude, okay? Now, I believe so firmly in personal development. Every single day, I'm listening to audio, reading books, getting around great people, or challenging myself and pushing myself to grow. Personal development is key. That includes growing your attitude, building your confidence, building your communication skills, your persuasion, influence skills, your level of knowledge around various topics. That's all personal development, understanding yourself, how to control your emotional state, how to be in a great emotional state all the time. The strategies that allow you to, feel motivated. All this stuff is personal development. Now, when you sit down and you meet with an employer, you meet a person in the street, or you meet someone successful, your personal development shows. How well can you communicate? How well can you meet them on their level and bring them up emotionally? Or, how well are you able to get your ideas across to somebody else? Right? That all comes into personal development. How do you handle certain situations? Right? How strong is your positive attitude? How well can you connect with the people in your workplace? That all comes under personal development. Now, none of that is taught in school or in any education. That's all up to you to go and figure out for yourself. You're the one who has to commit to, can I? You know what Tony Robbins is? Constant and never-ending improvement. How do you go about and do that? Books, audios, videos, different people, or challenge yourself and putting yourself in different environments, pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. That's all personal development, committing to growth. So that when you meet an employer, a potential opportunity comes along, they look at you and say, yep, this guy has the attitude that we need. Because what they teach you in university isn't what you need for your job. You're going to get all the training, or most of the training that you need on the job, or they're going to expect you to learn specific to that job. Now, if you're personally developed, your attitude is all in line, yep, they're going to hire you on the spot. Right? And third is your connections. I wish I had this specific statistic, but I was at a job seekers thing, I don't know, a year ago, and the guy basically gave the statistics on how people find a job in New Zealand. And it was a big pie chart, and there was a specific one about from job opportunities online, there was job opportunities advertised, and then there was job opportunities through a mutual contact. And I think it was over 50%. Over 50% of employment comes through knowing a person in the company or connected to the company. So your ability to get around the right people that can tee you up with, the employer or someone who is high up in the company is vital. How much time are you putting into networking in the specific area, right? My friends that are working great jobs right now haven't gotten through most of them haven't gotten through their education. It's been through, a mutual connection. And again, as you personally develop yourself, the people that you surround yourself will be totally different. So if you get set on what you want and why you want it, you can target that specific area. Build your skills around that area. Build your connections around that area. And that will lead you to so many more opportunities than you could ever fathom in going out and getting a degree. Okay? So my suggestion and my actual total certainty towards you is that, okay, there's certain skills that you have to learn in university. And I'm not saying you leave university. Understand why you're there, but go to work on meeting great people and personally developing yourself, growing your attitude every day, learning about yourself, how your body works, how your mind works, how you can influence people, how you can get your ideas across. Because at the end of the day, your ability to communicate your value to somebody else, to a company, is going to be what's going to end up employing you. So if you can't show your own value, if you can't communicate with somebody in their language, there's no point in them employing you, because they're asking that one question I mentioned at the beginning, which is, what is the value you're bringing to my company? It's as simple as that, okay? Look, I look forward to answering some questions about this. Just holler at me through Facebook, facebook.com/yourfriendanthony. I'd love to help you, because I don't like seeing people fall into a job where they're undervalued, or the job they don't like, and then they're not productive, they're not valuable to the company, and it puts their life in a downward swing of momentum because they get bored and they don't find purpose in what they're doing, okay? So reach out to me. I look forward to chatting to you guys all soon. Much love.